what you never want to do when you control a conversation, you never want to make the other person feel like they are under control, because that's going to shape their response. If someone feels like they're in a conversation where they're being interrogated or they're being questioned or they're being directed, then that's going to make them take more defensive action and more defensive sense of responses. So to your point, the way that you bury your intention or hide your intention to control a conversation is through a process that we call 2 questions and a validation, right? So 2 questions and a response, basically. So you ask a question, and then you ask a related follow-up question. And then instead of asking a third question, you validate or confirm what the other person just said. So as an example, if you're talking to somebody and you say, where did you first learn about painting? And they say, oh, I first learned about painting when I was a child because my mom used to paint, on the front patio. Oh, what did your mom paint on the front patio? Oh, my mom always painted the sunrise over the cornfields because she loved the view from the front patio. Well, this is a point now where you've asked 2 questions that are related to each other to try to direct a conversation. You don't want to ask a third question, because now if you ask a third question, you start highlighting to the person that you're prying into their private life. So instead, you want to validate and confirm what they say. So then you might validate that by saying, my grandmother used to paint also, and she would love to paint beach scenes because the beach is someplace that made her happy. Period. No question, no statement, or no question, no follow-up needed. All you're doing is validating the experience that the other person said. And you can validate them by saying the same thing, like agreeing with them, or you can validate them by telling them something totally opposite, right? Wow, nobody in my family ever painted at all. It's always been something that I was interested in, but I never had a chance to learn. So now you're not agreeing with the person, you're just validating, you're confirming for them that you are listening to the words that they're saying. And then once you make your confirmation, oftentimes what will happen is that person will give you more information, right? And that person will say something like to the extent of, yeah, my mom has always loved to paint. It's something that always helped her relax. And she had a very stressful life, raising 3 kids and being a nurse. And now, boom, you're primed for another question. Do you see that? So 2 questions will always lead to more information. And if you do a statement of fact as a confirmation, 9 times out of 10, the person will respond with more information that leads to more questions. But they'll never feel like they're under control, and they'll never feel like they're being interrogated.
So fresh on